Welcome to Go for the Dough, PMQ's in-depth dough management and flour mixing series where we showcase great products, on-target recipes, and versatile techniques. I'm Brian Hernandez, PMQ Test Chef, and today I'm thrilled to introduce you to Polselli's 100% natural, VPN-approved Farina 00 Classica flour. Now this low moisture content, GMO-free product is a perfect building block for the classic Neapolitan-style pizza cooked in your wood-burning oven. And folks, that's exactly what we're going to do today in this video. We're going to mix the flour, we're going to make the dough, and then we're going to cook some delicious margherita and marinara pies that would make any pizzaiolo proud. Now speaking of talented Italian pizza chefs, let's welcome my guest chef for today. He's the executive pizza chef at St. Leo's Restaurant and Pizzeria in Oxford, Chef Marco D'Amidio. Welcome, Chef Marco.
Thanks, Brian, for having me. And thanks for giving me this opportunity to bring a taste of Italy to our viewers. We do that today with the courtesy of a 7-year-old flour company, Polselli, which they produce one of the best flours in the world. You know, growing up in Italy, I spent a lot of times in Naples, for different reasons, and eating a lot of delicious pizza and trying to learn the crafts and the skills of the pizzaiolos. And one of the things that I learned is that premium ingredients make, premium pizza.
All right, it makes perfect sense. So why don't you impart some of this knowledge and help us make a batch of dough using the Polselli flour?
Sounds good.
All right, so how do we get started making this batch?
We pour the water with the fresh yeast in, and we add a third of the flour in. Okay. And then we start mixing at low speed. After around 3 minutes, we add another third of the flour. And then when it's around 6 minutes of mixing, we add the salt. And then the last third of the flour. And we finish doing the mixing till like 13 minutes.
13 total minutes of mixing?
Yeah.
All right.
And that's it. That's about it.
Okay, great. Now as you guys can see, this exceptionally white flour has some of the lowest ash content on the market due to Polselli's stringent contamination prevention measures.
That's right, Brian. Most flour on the markets are not, this brilliant white. That's because they have a higher ash levels. So it only stands to reason that the cleanest flour, which has earned like a 00 rating, will lead to a better tasting, healthier crust.
Okay, just cleaner crust altogether. 7 minutes is up. Now we're gonna check on our dough and see how she's doing. Looks beautiful. Now we've got a nice little dough baby here.
Yep, it's good. Elastic.
It's elastic,
shiny,
but it's not tacky. All right, so we have let our dough sit on the bench for about how long now?
Around 2 hours.
2 hours, so it's 2 hours bench rested. You can already see it's proofed up quite a bit larger than it used to be. So what's the next step now?
Well, next step, it's gonna be uncover it.
Uncover it, okay.
So then you can get the feeling that is, sticky but not sticky.
Yeah, it's not quite tacky, but it does have a little pull, as you can see, the fingers coming out. But that should be nice for rolling, right?
Yep.
All right. So we're going to start cutting our dough balls and portioning them out, right?
Yep.
All right, folks, it's such a beautiful day. We decided to cook outside on St. Leo's mobile wood-fired oven. Marco, as a Neapolitan-trained chef, are there any nuggets of wisdom you can give us about stretching out this pizza dough?
Yes, there are.
All right, well, let's get to training here.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're dusting this in a little bit more of that Polselli flour.
Yep. Then we're gonna go from the center towards the alveoli of the pizza, trying to keep the cornicione and form the cornicione.
You don't want to mess with the cornicione too much because it'll deflate the structure and then it won't cook right.
That's correct.
So you're using one hand as a base and the other hand to kind of stretch it, and then you go from clockwise to counterclockwise.
Yep. We're gonna dust off to remove all the excess.
So we're slapping it out gently just to get rid of the excess flour. Okay.
There you have your...
All right, so now we just got to dress this. We're going to make a basic margherita and a marinara pizza, just a couple of the basics that you should try at any pizzeria just to see how their pizzas are. It's the base test for everything. All right, folks, there you have it. Prime examples of what the Polselli Classica 00 flour can do for your pizzeria. So I guess the final test is just to cut it open and see what it looks like on the inside.
Let's do, Brian.
Chef,
Oh,
do the
thank you.
honors.
I'll do it. See, it cuts pretty well.
You can see the cornicione has got a great crumb structure, lots of air bubbles,
Exactly.
but it holds up really well.
Yeah, it's not
can-
soggy.
Nope, and you can see the leoparding on the bottom as well.
Yeah, and on the side.
Yep, the side. All right, so I think it looks good. How do you like to eat them? I'm gonna do a little bit of New York fold here.
Well, let's do it.
All right, salute, mangi.
Salute. Chin. Mmm.
It's really good. It's very firm on the bottom, but it has a little bit of give. It's cooked,
I know.
but it's
and
not underdone. That's, I
Exactly.
mean, that's the best way.
That's the real deal.
All right, thank you guys for joining us on Go for the Dough. We've been featuring Polselli's Classica 00 pizzeria flour. I'd like to thank my test chef here, Marco D'Amelio of St. Leo's in Oxford, Mississippi. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
coming in.
Brian.
Yeah, helping
Thank
us,
you for having us.
giving us all the wisdom that you have. We'd like to see you guys next time, but in the meantime, what do we say?
Arrivederci and forni sempre accesi.
Forni sempre accesi.
Good.